Hi, I'm Dr. Sean Arndt, professor at Rutgers University and director of the Human Performance Lab. I received my master's and my PhD in exercise science from Arizona State University. In the time that I've been at Rutgers, I've worked with numerous elite athletes at different levels, ranging from high school to college to professional to Olympic level. Much of my research focuses on resistance training and its effects on the different performance measures in the human body. We look at supplement research, we look at outcome measures. One of the things that I'm most interested in is stress and how different things can help you buffer that stress with training. I'm a fellow in the American College of Sports Medicine and a certified strength and conditioning specialist with the National Strength and Conditioning Association. Nitric oxide is an important component in the body that helps you vasodilate blood vessels. In other words, it helps enlarge them so you can deliver more blood to the different areas of the body. Nitric oxide has probably been overhyped from the standpoint of how important it is for the pump in training. It is important for delivering blood to the different areas, but if you don't have the nutrients to go with it, it really doesn't matter. So what we need to do is find a way to manipulate nitric oxide response in order to maximally deliver the nutrients that your body needs to perform at its highest level. If you're deficient in nitric oxide, you can't possibly get the oxygen, the nutrients, and the blood where they need to go in order for you to perform at your best. The purpose behind Tsunami Strike was to fill a hole in the market that has existed for quite a while. A number of products have promoted this manipulation of nitric oxide and the ability to improve blood flow to different areas, but they've run into some major problems. First of all, they don't always include the nutrients that you would need to perform at your highest level. Second, they don't tell you what's actually in there in what dose. When you look at most of the products on the market, they're highly underdosed compared to what the research has actually shown to support. One of the things we have to be concerned with supplements is when you take the research that's being done on them, which is so important for the public to understand how these different things work. We need to realize that in order for it to work at the level that it's been tested, you need to include those same ingredients at the same doses that have been shown to work. If you hide that fact and you lump it into a proprietary blend, in many cases the consumer has no idea what's actually going into their body and what level in order for you to actually perform at your best. What's in Tsunami Strike? What makes it so unique and what gives it its performance benefits that we don't see with everything else? Let's start with our most basic ingredient, the nitric oxide stimulator. L-arginine is an amino acid that's been promoted for vasodilation. In other words, increasing the blood vessel size and getting more blood to certain areas. Over the years, it's been promoted to do everything from increasing growth hormone to delivering more blood and increasing that pump. Does it increase growth hormone? No, it doesn't. And don't let any other manufacturers tell you otherwise. What it does do a very good job of doing, though, is vasodilating. But in the wrong dose, or with just the L-arginine molecule, it's not as strong as what we put in Tsunami Strike. When you look at Tsunami Strike, you're looking at arginine alpha-ketoglutarate, which has been shown with research to be a much more bioavailable form of L-arginine that gives you more bang for your buck compared to what else is out there. The next thing we see is the addition of caffeine. Look, caffeine's an easy supplement to take. And we know that so many people use it, and it's one of the most used supplements in the world, from running to lifting to whatever it is. One of the things that we see with caffeine is an ability to improve endurance. As a matter of fact, some studies have shown anywhere from a 20 to 40% increase in time to exhaustion by ingesting caffeine. The other thing too is pharmaceutical grade caffeine is better than what you would normally find in coffee or tea, and that's what's included in Tsunami Strike. Another important ingredient are the branched chain amino acids. With branched chain amino acids, not only do they serve as an important fuel, but they also serve an anti-catabolic function. In other words, they help prevent too much muscle breakdown. Plus, when you take them before your workout, they already help you start recovering after your workout. They can be found along with carbohydrate to really maximize that anabolic response that you're looking for with your workouts in order to improve recovery. The other thing that Tsunami Strike has that's missing in a lot of other manufactured products is beta-alanine. Beta-alanine is an important part of a molecule called carnosine. It's the lactate buffering molecule that exists in human skeletal muscle. What we see with the addition of beta-alanine is the ability to produce more force for longer because it does help you buffer lactate. Lactate in and of itself isn't bad. We can use it for fuel. But what you need to understand is beta-alanine can help you keep that in check for longer so you get more out of your workout and you get more reps. One other very important ingredient that almost any other nitric oxide stimulator on the market is missing are carbohydrates. It's a shame too, because without carbohydrates, you cannot perform at high intensity. It's an absolute necessity. Anybody that tells you otherwise is lying. Caffeine is not a replacement for this. It's an adjunct to it. We need carbohydrate in that pre-workout formula in order for you to bust through those plateaus and really have that endurance necessary to get the most out of every portion of your workout. The carbohydrate that's included in Tsunami Strike is an important carbohydrate. It's waxy maize starch. It's different than most other carbohydrates. It's very fast acting. It enters the gut much more rapidly and gets into the bloodstream without creating gastric distress. And it also has an important function in driving more glucose into the muscle so that you can use it for fuel during your workouts. We've also upped the ante by including important B vitamins, which help with energy production, red blood cell production. We have B6, we have B12, and in the quantities that are included in this, they're a vital part of your overall performance and recovery. Finally, perhaps the most unique addition to Tsunami Strike compared to anything else that's out there is an antioxidant known as glycidin. SOD, superoxide dismutase, is sort of your mother antioxidant. Over the years, it's been hard to find an available form that really lasts in the human body. Glycidin is manufactured differently. Tsunami Strike has this included because one thing that most manufacturers have left out when you look at their nitric oxide products is that nitric oxide stimulators cause oxidative stress. In order to really combat that, buffer the body's defenses, and get the most out of your workouts and the recovery, it's important to include those antioxidants that help you deal with this. So what can you expect when you take Tsunami Strike? Well, don't be surprised if in the first 15 to 20 minutes you feel a slight tingling sensation into your face and your upper extremities. That's the beta-alanine going to work. Don't be surprised if you feel an increase in energy overall. That's the caffeine going to work. Caffeine's going to start to peak about an hour after you take it. So partway into your workout, don't be surprised when you're lifting more weight than you did before and you feel like you have more energy. The carbohydrates, they're going to supply even more. They're going to help you get through that workout and push through the plateaus that you've had up to that point. What about the alpha-ketoglutarate combined with the arginine? Well, at that point, what we're going to see is vasodilation. What does that mean for you? Much bigger pump. Don't be surprised when it feels like your skin gets tighter and tighter by the end of that workout because of the vascularity that's enhancing as well as the blood flow that's going to the working muscles. What can you expect over time when you take Tsunami Strike? From workout to workout, you find yourself getting stronger. You find yourself recovering better in between each of those workouts. Not only that, but as a number of the ingredients, including beta-alanine, start to accumulate in the body and provide a more chronic type of training effect, you're going to notice that every workout gets that much better, and the amount of weight you were lifting before is a memory. You're starting to see enhancements that you didn't think were possible, and part of it is because of the combination of ingredients that's designed with one specific goal in mind: improve your performance and maximize your workouts.